JonSnow. Yeah, we were talking about trying to get into this series, and we were I guess a little bit lucky because we weren't in the other game. We were able to catch this.
Yeah. I mean that Roddy game was pretty much good as done, and everyone was casting it because Roddy's obviously Roddy, and we all love Roddy and want to watch him play because you don't get to see casters play too often. But it wasn't really that crazy of a close match.
Yeah. So if you do want to continue to watch Rotterdam series, Pig is casting him as well as Maynard, I believe.
Maynard was in there. Zombie Grub was in that one as well, I think. And Pig. The other one was Pig. But nonetheless, we have made it here to this one here. The man that we know pretty darn well at this point. We're all familiar. I think we're all kind of rooting for him. Maybe not. I don't know. This is a good one. It's the best of both worlds here. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, playing for Archangel Gaming. It is the Brazilian player currently residing in Europe. It is the best Terran other than Special. It is none other than Kelazhur. Non-Korean Terran that is Special.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the American Zerg representing Psystorm Gaming. It is JonSnow.
Yeah, indeed. So how do you think this one's going to go?
It's hard to predict. I will give the edge to Kelazhur. I feel like he's probably in better shape, but at the same time, you also got to respect JonSnow. Like, he is one of the best Zergs in North America. Obviously, the best one being Scarlet, but under her, I do think that JonSnow is up there.
Yeah, it's a late GLHF.
It is a little. I like how people F's in the chat for Yoda's career because it says that you left the game with Rotterdam.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Did anyone say anything? Why are y'all saying F's in the chat? Did people recognize me from somewhere?
I didn't think so.
Oh no! I gotta go watch some replays after this, some VODs, streams. I'm worried here. I don't know what to expect here. But, we're here in a StarCraft game, StarCrafting it up. I kind of knew that was going to happen. I joined the Rotterdam game just to watch until you came back. I'm like, well, I'll hop in and watch this. They're not going to kick me out. They think I'm a caster. They don't know. I'm just pretending.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, but Bunker coming up here from Kelazhur. He must be... Oh, he's trying to block a Bunker over there?
Okay, interesting. I thought he was...
Gas finishes. That's also kind of bad.
Whoa, what's... Okay.
I've been there a million times. I didn't know anyone else would.
Oh, but he lost the Reaper. That shouldn't have happened.
Yeah. They're both kind of slipping up here.
Yeah. It's because he was microing back at home against these Lings in the main base of Kelazhur. They were able to actually slip their way in somehow. Weren't able to deal too much damage. Killed a couple of Marines, which is nice. Get some scouting. But this is huge.
Yeah. So he gets really nothing. Is he even gonna salvage it? No salvage.
What? There we go.
But is it gonna work? Oh, barely. Okay, you got it. I feel like we're watching a diamond game.
It's like a CNA qualifiers, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're ranked up high in the NA ladder, you're pretty much still a diamond. This is Kelazhur versus JonSnow. This is actually one of the best NA matchups that is possible. Kelazhur is in that NA bracket.
Yeah. What's a little bit surprising is that JonSnow hasn't gone for that third base, even though he killed the Bunker.
He has the lair.
Yeah, and he has the lair, so he made it look as if he was taking the third base, but isn't quite. Kelazhur, now that his Hellions are going up,
my God,
scout
this is a two-base spire.
Hey,
Wow. I haven't seen this in like a professional match.
Oh, I
so
didn't get
this is
scanned
pretty cool.
immediately.
Oh no! Why'd you? Yeah, that should have been expected. You always hide it somewhere. Can't just put it
No.
in the main.
I know there are a
That's
couple of
unfortunate.
viewers watching that love seeing two base Muta get whipped
All right,
out.
that's me.
but
It's
yeah.
me. I'm viewers.
I can't see this working now though. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how Kelazhur
Well, there's
responds.
still no engine base going down.
Yeah, and there isn't that much anti-air. There's no NG Bay. There's a Cloak Banshee on the way of all things.
Maybe he's just betting that he'll go for it, and he's not going to get air, thinking that JonSnow will already not get the mutas.
It is definitely possible. Meanwhile, well, Rotterdam, thank you so much for the raid. As
Man. Appreciate it.
We didn't get to see the end of your series. I hope you did well. I hope you're satisfied with your play.
Yeah. Fun games to watch for sure.
Yeah.
Welcome to the CranKy Ducklings cast, guys. So far, been an eventful NA tournament here. Lots of interesting builds we've seen bust out. He's attacking his own Hellion?
Kelazhur, please.
What are we watching? Kelazhur's not... I've never seen Kelazhur do that. Oh my god. The mutas are out. So for those of you just joining, this was a 2-base muta opener, and Kelazhur seemed to not have a good reaction here.
Yeah. So for those who are just tuning in, it was 2-base Muta. Kelazhur immediately scanned and saw the Spire, so she should be prepared for it. Meanwhile, we do have these Cloak Banshees coming into the natural of JonSnow. So far, pretty solid defense though.
Yeah, super solid defense here. The mutas though, aren't. I don't know. I don't think this was the right call for him to keep going mutas. Kelazhur scouted it so early, like you said, it was instantly scouted. Now, Kelazhur could have gone for a little bit better of a defense, but he's defending perfectly fine. There's no defense. There's like one tower here, but seems to be enough for him.
Yeah, single miss a
He's a
tower.
little greedy.
Yeah, it's just a shame that we do have this Overlord spreading creep here at the third base, so it does delay Kelazhur taking his third base for quite some time. We'll see.
Yeah.
He looks like he's finally going to clean it up, but it will take some time for the creep to recede.
And he is going for the armory, so he will probably be getting out some Thors here in a little bit.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Thors today. 4th expansion from JonSnow here. What a good old-fashioned matchup of TvZ.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting things to turn out this way, especially because of how it opened up. It was really, really weird. We had like a bunker, denial of the third base for JonSnow. Then we had 2-base Spire. But yeah, things have kind of evened out. Kelazhur, he's getting his third base. JonSnow is getting his 4th. Creep is decently spread in the middle of the map. And yeah, we're just kind of getting into a longer series, which I'm not used to. We've had a lot of crazy games on stream today.
Ooh, mutas! Don't go back in. These mutas are getting some huevos. They're about to go back in there and die.
Yo, what they're doing is they're keeping the army busy. They're forcing a stim. You know, they're keeping the Marines at home, and really,
I do think JonSnow needs to maybe even double expand on the back of this.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a lot of army. He honestly needs to make an army.
Yeah. He's doing well. Like, he's buying time. He's letting himself get more of a Ling Bane army force to deal with this.
Yeah. His creep's not that good down there towards the south base, and if he doesn't get a good surround, he's only just now securing his 4th base. He has no 5th base. Kelazhur is on 3 bases, so
that's
I don't
the
know.
problem,
This looks good for Kelazhur as long as he has some good micro.
Oh, he's on siege.
What is he gonna do here? Sieges the tanks, trying to split the Marines, is able to get all of the Banes, and nothing but mutas left here for defense. And a good handful of Banes does more Finn, so that scan should be enough to scare him off because he doesn't have any splash damage. But This is not the best positioning here for JonSnow.
Honestly, I think JonSnow traded a little bit badly there. He lost a lot of banelings and traded them into 2 tanks of all things, and now there's just so much bio. To be fair, like, it all comes down to the splits from Kelazhur. Oh god, split.
Yeah,
split.
I was gonna say these pro players have gotten too good at splitting to lose.
Yeah,
a lot of units to banelings, and now some Widow Mines joining the fray. They're gonna help out tremendously as long as they don't cause too much splash damage. I think Kelazhur can just end it right here.
Yeah, again, JonSnow just lost so many banelings in that first engagement that he doesn't really have enough to stop the Marines, and now he's going to lose the 4th base. He doesn't have another one in production behind this, so...
1 or 2 Widow Mines, and like, that pretty much shuts down everything. He can't go in with the Banes, he can't go in with the Lings, he can't go in with the Mutas. I mean, the Banes is the only thing he can go in with, really, but he's got like 4 of them right now.
Yeah. If anything, he just needs to try and hold here. He is counterattacking with these Mutas. Ah, but there are already Marines in position.
And a Widow Mine.
Yeah.
And a turret, I believe. But,
yeah,
so this is really good. There's now 3 base versus 3 base. JonSnow's desperately trying to secure his 4th. He is able to get that 4th in the north, but who knows for how long it will last. A lot of links here.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be able to clean up this northern army, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, and the Medivacs is a good pickup, yeah. Maybe overstaying is welcome, but at the same time, he caused so much damage denying bases. That was a bad scan.
Well, I mean, he's just trying to spot the army on the high ground as well. These banelings are a little bit exposed.
Ooh, that was a lot of splash damage from that Widow Mine.
Yeah.
But not too much to make JonSnow turn around and go back home.
I mean, what I do like is that JonSnow, he is expanding off to the north instead, which is a lot safer, especially because he already has creep spread to protect his base, which is, you know, much.
I think he's in a bad position because it's taking him so long to secure that base, and it's just now about to finish.
Yeah.
I feel like Kelazhur destroyed that 4th base like 5 minutes ago. And now Kelazhur's expanded to his 4th base. He's going to push back the creep in the only spot that was really going for him.
Yeah.
And now he's going to be knocking on the door of JonSnow for his other expansion, which will more than likely not survive.
Yeah, here we have
God,
the
he has like a
Bioforce.
medevac for every Marine.
That's so many medevacs. Jesus Christ.
That is, yeah, now he has more medevacs than Marines, probably.
Kelazhur does kill the base. I mean, JonSnow, he is expanding to the south, which is nice. But again, Kelazhur, he can just rotate down. Like, that's all he has to do. Yeah. He's just containing JonSnow to 3 bases.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Normally, with the Mutas, you keep the Terran contained at home and defensive. But in this instance, it's quite the opposite. Kelazhur's just like, you're going to go Mutas? I'm going to just bring it to you. This is maybe not the best engagement. Actually, if he could get the 2 Thors coming in is going to save this army. The Banes were nicely target fired down. Some splash damage from the Widow Mines. And I like this composition. No tanks, just the Widow Mine and Thors, Marine, Marauder, Medevacs.
There's a nice surround being set up here with the banelings, but I don't know if there's enough. A little bit mistimed there.
He tried to get us around, but he's not even coming in from the 2 angles.
Yeah.
2 of the 3 angles got shut down. That base is destroyed again. I think this is game out, or game over. He's just going to keep bleeding JonSnow out. Little by little. Supply block. Can't make any more army. Mutas are going to go in. GG. Kelazhur takes game numero uno. What a game. I can't believe he's still in Mutas after that. But at the same time, what can you switch into when you already have the Spire made?
Yeah. I mean, you could argue that maybe he could have gone for a couple of Corruptors instead, but yeah, either way, it's rough when you go for a Spire that early and have it scattered that early as well.
Yeah, he probably should have maybe even gone for some more harass with the Mutas instead of trying to defend, but, you know, it's really hard at that point. It was just really unfortunate that it got scanned instantly.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? But, you know, GG, JonSnow, he played that out decently well. I do think a lot of it kind of swung in the favor of Kelazhur with that first engagement when just so many banelings just crash into tanks, and sure,
they just hit tanks, and
that's not
really what you want.
Exactly. Yeah, like sometimes it can look good, but it's just so inefficient, and at the end of the day, you need them to deal with the bio. The bio is just so strong, especially at the highest level when they can split so well. Yeah,
I wonder if he like went home to macro or micro or something, but maybe in another engagement. But yeah, those Banes is normally like the one thing you watch. It's like, okay, I'm moving my army. Let me watch the. What happened there?
I don't know if it was the wrong map.
Yeah, probably the wrong map or server.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Find out.
Getting into game number 2.
Yeah, but all right, here we are. Yeah, we made it. We're in. We're good to go. Game number 2, Zen LE. Kelazhur versus JonSnow. Who will come out the victor? Obviously, these players are no way just completely destroying each other. There is a little preemptive GLHF from JonSnow.
As opposed to
Does that mean he's not going to stay in the game?
Maybe.
He said it in chat. He's going to stay again? Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm kind of surprised that Zen was picked as game number 2. This is actually the first time we're casting Zen today.
It is, yeah, right. Yeah, we haven't seen no Zen today. That's crazy. Yeah, this map isn't too fun. I hate this map. No, I'm kidding. I love it. I play Zerg. I just rush. But speaking of Zerg and rushing, this man can shut it all down. Here in the top left-hand corner, he is playing for I can't even talk right now. But here in the bottom left-hand corner, he doesn't even need an introduction. He is the best North American player. That is Terran. Other than special, he's Korean now. So this is our best player. It is Kelazhur! Playing for Archangel Gaming.
Indeed. And in the top right-hand corner of Zen LE, we have the American Zerg representing Storm Gaming. It is JonSnow.
JonSnow, I wish he can like just climb up in the ladder and be one of those top players. I'm not sure how old he is, but I have faith in him. He's got time to improve.
Yeah, I mean, he's relatively young. I think he's like in his early 20s, maybe 23, around that age.
Yeah. I feel like StarCraft is shifting into like a younger, older age, or like it's, more wide variety of age range of the pros.
Yeah. Especially in most recent years, like it's cool to see players like Raynor and Clem as well kind of rise up. So it's cool to see. We do kind of have to wait and see if like more young blood pop up, because
some like maybe some current players get a little bit more better. How old is Dark?
20. I think he's also like 24 or something like that, maybe.
Very young.
Yeah.
He's like 21, 22 or something.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that remember when Maru was like 16 and stuff. Like he used to be like a child, and now he's He's 20 now, I think. They're growing up.
Really? He's only 20?
I think so. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. What an amazing way to grow up. 16, playing professional StarCraft. He goes for the gas instead of a.
Oh,
I guess.
Yeah, this is
gas instead of the Spore.
That's it.
There you go. I was gonna keep naming them until I got it.
Got there in the end. But yeah, this Reaper dealing some nice damage. Hasn't been able to kill anything so far, but forcing a couple of gases.
Yeah. JonSnow is pretty on point here, but he's gonna start to bleed out these lings. Queen coming out. He's not making any more queens yet. What's he doing with his money here?
Yeah, we actually have a second Reaper here, which is interesting, especially since Kelazhur, he's been focusing on this natural, and he allowed the third base to go up, so wasn't able to deny that like he did in the previous game.
I feel like I've been seeing this more and more, like 2 Reapers. It's just like, I guess, to psych him out, get an extra grenade. You push more of the queens out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, you can trade more effectively against lings, so you force more lings out, I assume.
But it does slow down your production back at home, as far as making a factory or a tech lab.
Yeah.
I mean, not a factory, a reactor or tech lab.
As we do see a 1/1/1 opener for Kelazhur going for that.
Banshees.
I think it could be Banshees, he went for
it in game 1. Safest opening against Zerg. Safest against any.
Oh, no.
Either that or he's going battle cruisers. Got the Reapers.
That was a little bit of a mistake. I'm sure he was hoping to.
The Hellions got there right as they died. They would have been able to go in, move the queens out the way, be more mobile. kind of shuts down his aggression there.
Yeah, that was the plan, and the Reapers, they got taken out just in time. Meanwhile, JonSnow does go in for the scout.
Yeah, that was a perfect scout. So he knows what's coming. I think JonSnow has a much better chance. This game, it looks like a pretty good opener for him.
Yeah, so far, pretty solid opener. Nice scan there. Does spot the lair morphing. No Spire this time. Is trying to see what kind of tech is going down. Does spot that there's only one gas as well. So far, JonSnow hasn't taken any of his gases, just one. Being pretty mineral focused. Hasn't quite decided on his tech just yet. Whether it's a Spire or a Hydrogen. Or just Lingbane.
Yeah, we're just Ling main.
I mean, we've seen it, right? Like Dark, he's been going for just Ling Bane into Fast Hive and Ultras.
Yeah.
You can make it work, but
pretty confident to go for that.
Yeah.
Says a lot about you.
I mean, Dark is a very confident player. That's kind of like his thing.
It's his thing. Yeah, he should be. I feel like he's like one of the players that I don't see too much, but he's definitely one of the big ones out there. But here we go. He's coming up with his tech here. He's got a decent amount of queens for defense. Double evolution chambers. He will be able to get the double upgrades and move out across the map pretty soon here.
Yeah,
he can max out on roaches right now.
Yeah, he's going to be going for a big Roach Ravager push, and this could catch Kelazhur off guard. He still hasn't been able to see any of it. He doesn't know what tech JonSnow is going for. He's been able to hide it pretty well.
A layer only because of the Overseer, but that doesn't tell him much.
Exactly, that could be for anything.
I would assume mutas if you have a layer. I don't know why you'd assume a fast Roach Ravager.
Yeah.
But he will get a scout off here with these Banshees.
Yeah, the Banshees. He doesn't see anything yet.
He doesn't see the Roach Horn.
Nope. Sees an Evo, and that doesn't say much.
He will go. He has to go scout it on the way out, though.
Yeah, I would hope so.
This is good damage, though. He was able to get 9 drones there. That is not a small amount.
Does it matter, though? Like, in the end, JonSnow does successfully hide his tech.
And he can still max out on roaches and go kill this entire base. This is actually a pretty good play from JonSnow. He does see the roaches now.
Yeah.
Kelazhur, that is. But a little bit too late, I think, at this point. 8 more roaches on the production tab.
Yeah, this could be dangerous.
Constitution's about to come up.
Yeah, definitely, because Roach Ravager, like, 2-1-1 does fairly well against it, like a strong bio force, but because of this 1-1-1 opener, he doesn't have that many Marines, like, he doesn't have that many upgrades for his bio either. He has a single tank, which could get biled down. Something interesting is that an armory is on the way, so he will have Hellbats. They can do okay when it comes to soaking damage, but we'll see.
Here's something we haven't seen. Some drops.
yeah.
We've seen a lot of Terran, but we haven't seen any bio drops. Maybe once today, but we've seen Terrans pretty much all day.
Yeah,
I think we've only casted Terrans today.
That's what happens when we cast the likes of Ziggy.
The life of Ziggy. Oh my gosh, Ziggy. Those games are crazy. You guys need to check out the VODs that will be posted later on through CranKy Ducklings for Ziggy. Ziggy he went the same build 6 times in a row against every player.
He did. It was beautiful to see.
It was beautiful. And he won against a couple people and then sort of kind of shut it down or something like that. Oh, Nidus Worm.
It's
undetected.
Yeah, he doesn't
no reaction. Nothing for this. JonSnow is going to lose this 4th base over here, I believe.
Yeah, but I mean...
Actually, no, he's going to defend it. He's sending an army over there that should be able to hold with all these roaches here in the main. This is going to have to just be a GG for Kelazhur. I believe that tank is not going to be able to siege up in time. He's got the high ground vision. He can corrosive down the ramp, and a lot of SCVs are going to be going down. And as we know, the heart of the Terran is in the production, and it is being taken out. He is mitigating 3 roaches each to take out the tech lab and the other production. SCVs going down. And there's no answer here for Kelazhur to stop this. Even bringing the queens, JonSnow trying to put the nail in the coffin and make sure that this is not a anything that he can get out of. This is a game-ending move here.
More and more tanks get taken down. He's on top of the production. Kelazhur, he's struggling to try and fight his way up the ramp, but he lost so many workers already. And behind this, JonSnow was able to save his fourth, so he's fine with it. Like, he's dealt enough damage. He's content with even just going back, but he presses it as his advantage.
Oh, Nidus Firm right there is actually really good.
Yeah.
There's one tank over there defending, but it's not going to be enough to stop anything. And I think here we have the end of this map. And it was a quick one. I mean, I guess it wasn't quick. 10 minutes was decent, but to me that seemed kind of quick. There's really no fast or big engagement.
Yeah.
It all came up to this Nidus. This one Nidus. And Kelazhur is holding on for dear life. He's actually really doing a good job with all his micro here, but it seems to not be enough. JonSnow takes the game.
GG. And
what if we came to that this is what ZVT is?
Yeah, I mean, JonSnow, he did a really good job hiding his tech for the longest time. Kelazhur
it's so hard to hide it from Banshees coming in the middle of your base. Especially on that map, there's really no like nook or cranny to hide it. Normally, like maybe your second base, you can tuck it away somewhere, but this base was like the Banshees went straight through both of them. That was crazy.
Yeah. Sometimes the best like place to hide something is in plain sight, and it was in the middle of all his bases. And he said that the Banshees went around the edge, right? So they just completely missed it.
It was perfect. It was perfect indeed. What a game!
Yeah, we're tied up 1-1.
Yeah, we're tied up. Ace match, game number 3, and it is gonna be on this map, Everdream LE.
Yeah, we're back to a more
Seems
standard.
to be like the favorite of the new maps.
Yeah, definitely. It's the most standard of the new map pool, you know, as opposed to Golden Wall, Purity and Industry.
We haven't seen any of those today.
We actually haven't. Yeah, we haven't seen them at all.
At all. Purity and Industry, maybe? Nope, not at all. None of them. That's saying something.
Mm-hmm.
You might have messed up this time around, Blizzard.
Oh, you know, they got a decent map in Everdream.
Yeah. They've messed up worse before. But speaking of messing up worse, Kelazhur's definitely played worse. He's played better, but here he is. Let's see how good he can do here. Can he pull it off? Spawning in the top right-hand corner. The Blues are Terran. It is none other than Archangels Gaming, Kelazhur.
And in the bottom left-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have the American Zerg representing Psystorm Gaming. It is JonSnow.
JonSnow, can he pull it off again, beating Kelazhur? Kelazhur has been known to been getting pretty darn good lately. He's one that I think people are starting to get their eye on more so than ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he's a name to fear, so he's getting up there with the tops, and if JonSnow is able to defeat him, then that's speaking volumes for JonSnow.
Yeah, we'll see if JonSnow has anything else like hidden up his sleeve, because game 1 he did go 2-base muta. Game 2 he went for a hidden roach tech off of 3 bases. Like a nice Nidus play. We'll see what he has for game 3.
That was something we have not seen in a long time on this channel, is Nidus play in a TvZ.
Yeah, as opposed to, like, you know, we've seen a lot more like Swarm Host Nidus play. But
I guess we saw a lot of Swarm Nidus Worm. You're right, we saw it all day, but it was against mech, so it's not really fun.
Yeah, it's very different, the dynamic.
Even the players playing don't even want to use the Nidus Worm, but they got to.
But yeah, we'll see. Like,
this is a simple opener here, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, we were talking about it before. Kelazhur isn't really one to really proxy and then do anything too.
You don't shoot, which is why it would be perfect for him to do it here.
It would be.
Yeah, that SCV over there. Maybe you'll do something with that.
maybe. I mean, we'll see. There are 2 SCVs out on the map. You know, one here blocking the 3rd base. Sorry, not SCV. Reaper is on the way as well.
And looks like JonSnow's not going to lose any Zerglings here, maybe?
The dance begins, you know, the Reaper against the Lings.
Yeah. Good split there. Takes the only injured one away.
Yeah.
And the SCV is now going home. Factory, and yeah, pretty standard.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised that the SCV went home so early. We've seen.
Yeah, I didn't even try to block that base.
Yeah. Instead, it's like, you know what, you can have it. It's fine. Does back off. Only needs the Reaper here.
The 111. There it goes.
There we go. We do have a starport on the way, so we do have the traditional 111 as JonSnow does secure his third base. Are we going to see Banshees again?
I think so. I feel like it's really the only follow-up.
Yeah. I mean,
Liberators aren't too popular. Maybe drop Widowmine drop. A Hellion drop would be pretty good, I think.
That'd be crazy. That'd be absolutely insane.
I think a Hellion drop would be the way to go right now.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see as
2 seconds.
You know,
starport finishes.
BCs are a little bit out of fashion nowadays when it comes to 1-1-1 openers. Ravens haven't really been popular in a long time, but
yeah, Ravens haven't. I guess Banshees are just a standard against Zerg. It just really stops any, like, the only fast aggression is Roaches, and if you get the Banshees out early enough, it's usually pretty good because Roaches can't shoot up.
Yeah.
Neither can Banelings. Banelings should be able to shoot up since they're splash. Just splash into the air. That means when a Baneling explodes, it doesn't splash up. It just splashes to the sides.
That would be insane. I think someone suggested that, like, on the Pylon show or something. Like, Banelings, why don't they do AoE upwards as well? It's like, mate.
Yeah, right? Just go blow them up under a bunch of carriers. Baneling bus carriers.
Give us Scourge. Give us back.
Yeah.
That'd be insane.
I'd love it. Make Zerg easier to play. That's what I say. Zerg is just too hard to play. Let me know if you guys agree in the chat.
Meanwhile, Kelazhur is looking for an opening. The Queens are a bit out of position, but there are plenty of links here in the natural. So
I think he's gonna get surrounded and lose all of these here.
Oh, he's gonna get surrounded. Yep. Oh my god, no!
He was way too deep on creep.
Yeah, he was way too greedy.
Yeah.
What was that? 6 Hellions just caught out just like that. It does hurt Kelazhur. It does mean that a Ling counterattack or a Ling Bane counterattack could be more effective, so he does need to be careful there. He is working on his third CC as he moves out with 2 Banshees again. He really likes like.
There's no detection here at the third base for JonSnow. Oh, here it goes, coming up.
Yeah.
The second there maybe to shoot something, but there's also Overseer there, so I don't think these Banshees are going to be able to accomplish too much.
Yeah.
He's going to have to distract and run the Queens around.
And
yeah, I mean, make cloak for what?
Kelazhur, he does scout that roaches are coming out, so he does know that it is another roach opener. So he should be a little bit more prepared for it this game. I don't know if we're going to see Nidus again. I doubt it, but never know.
But JonSnow is now going for Ling Bane with the melee upgrades as well. So he's not really banking on the roaches too much. I don't think. We'll see.
Yeah. Unlike game number 2, he isn't really going for that. Oh, he's getting a macro hatch as well. Yep, Ling Bane.
Yeah, Ling Bane. So he showed some roaches, just early defense against Hellions. And if he were to go into some sort of battle cruiser opening, roaches are kind of good. You can just move across the map with the roaches or corrosive bile, defend with queens. But I wish Banshees were still popular to cast, not to play against. Losing to battle cruisers is the worst.
Yeah. And this time, though, I do think that Kelazhur, he's in a decent position, even though he doesn't necessarily know what he's up against. He is getting an armory as well to continue working on his 2-2 upgrades. And he has a decent Bioforce, so he should be okay. We'll see.
I'm surprised he didn't scan the main.
Yeah, he still doesn't really know what's in the main base at all. I mean, it looks like he's going for a drop. He is going for some pressure.
Maybe a creep clear.
Yeah, at
but
least.
He doesn't know the creep's already terrible. There's no creep to clear. This positioning right here where they're fighting out, is actually a really important position on this map in order to maintain, because tank pushes off of creep right there are really good.
Yeah.
And once you get the creep there, it's really good to surround your opponent's tank pushes.
Yeah, definitely. And
Fire coming up.
Does spot the entire army, does see Roach Ravager, Ling Bane. So again, Kelazhur, he has a better idea of the army composition he's up against. There is a Spire though, and JonSnow, he's expanding pretty aggressively. Like, he has a 4th and a 5th on the way as well.
Jesus. Yeah. I think it's a good move, a little preemptively, I believe. And you should get some mutas out, force your opponent to stay home, and then double expand. Because right now, JonSnow is just going to push out, and there's a decent army here, but not enough of an army to split in 2 different directions.
Yeah, JonSnow, he's been very greedy. He's been focusing so much on droning up and his economy. We'll see if it even gets punished, as we do have Kelazhur trying to pressure at 2 places at once.
Yeah, he's now going down in the south side as well. He might be able to get a cancel on that expansion. If not, I just go for the workers. He needs to get some worker kills. They're all exposed. They are being pulled, or maybe just long distance mining till they left. But he picks up, goes into the main base, and the units are not there yet. He is going to take out an Overlord and probably have to leave. But these Banshees coming in. There's no vision over there at that 3rd base. Banshee's going to come in to help for the defense against the offense. And at the same time, moving into the north. This is just getting crazy. He's attacking at all places. This is like the scariest thing that can happen to you as a Zerg versus a Terran, is they just start dropping you every which way, and you can't even stop them. A little bit of corrosive biles. I don't know. He's hoping for the best.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see those or what.
He's hoping, and he's kind of getting pulled apart. We have this drop here to the north. We have the main army pushing in through the middle at the same time, and this drop to the south. So I don't know if JonSnow is going to have enough to defend everything. He does have a decent amount of Ling Bane, but is it enough?
The answer is no. No, it is not.
Right now, it's not enough. He's morphing more Ravagers. I feel like he needs more Banelings. He doesn't have near enough to deal with this Bioforce.
Oh, this is kind of a terrible engagement here, though, from Kelazhur. He kind of just left his army clumped up, but still, there's not enough here to defend. And I think even a blind man could see that this game is just about over.
I mean, I don't know if I'd say over, but Kelazhur, he does kill a base. He does kill a majority of the army. Where's the Ling Bane? There's just nothing but Ravagers here for JonSnow. Like,
he's making 32 Lings right now, but by the time those are finished, he'll be able to do so much damage here. He's not going to have any. He's morphing in like 2 Banelings, and they're going for a Marauder and a tank. Yeah, he can just kite this all day.
Yeah, he just sims in. Like, Ravagers, they're so squishy.
The Ravagers are actually making it hard for the Lings to get through them to get to the Marines, so he's pretty much just dead in the water here.
Yeah, JonSnow,
he doesn't have the medevac though, so he can't really stem anymore.
That's true. He doesn't have very many medevacs at all. They all got picked off by the Corruptors, so he does have that going for him. The bio is very low.
He's got like 6 tanks here.
Yeah.
If he splits this army, it's even better. Like, waste your Banelings on almost dead Marines.
Mm-hmm.
The splits.
Oh, it does have to be careful. And again, JonSnow, he was just expanding, droning up hard, taking apart. He has an infestation pit and a hive on the way, but it doesn't even matter. He doesn't have enough to hold against the bio.
What is he gonna do with the infestation pit? It's really, he can try and that's it. Even unsieges the tank, knowing that the tanks have. He said, "GG, good luck to his brethren," and he is out of the tournament. Well played. Kelazhur takes it, and it was fun watching JonSnow play. Thanks for playing, JonSnow.
Yeah, GG Kelazhur with the 2-1 over JonSnow.
Yeah,
and
that was. We got a little bit of everything here. That was good. All types of cheese.
Yeah, he put up a good fight. The last game, instead of cheese, it looks like he was trying to get away with a lot of greed. But he just, you can't do that against a player like Kelazhur. He was just, charging up, and then he pushed out, and there we go.
That was rough.
Yeah, definitely. It does look like we will be heading over to EU.
Yeah, it seems like a good one.
Yeah, it does look like a good one. I imagine a lot of casters are gonna head over.
Yeah.
But
Is there anything else we could get into, or is that the last one? I think it's the last one.
I think that may be the last one, so let's head over.
It's starting now, yeah. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock and roll.